Today we're making the chicken and waffle sandwich from Sleepy Hollow in the Magic Kingdom. Welcome to Disney Dishes, where I'm taking the most popular dishes and snacks from around Walt Disney World and recreating them here at home for you guys to see. I do not own any of these recipes or concepts. These are simply inspiration taken from the favorites around Walt Disney World, and I've written my own recipes to make them here. Today we've got the very popular sweet and spicy chicken and waffle sandwich served in the Magic Kingdom at Sleepy Hollow. I have had this before and it is stinking delicious. There's something about chicken and waffles that is so nostalgic and comforting, especially if you grew up in the South like I did. It is something you see down here, and I will admit I love it even though I never have it. It is a very indulgent treat every once in a while. So let's make it.
We're gonna start by brining our chicken. So the longer you brine your chicken, the better it will be. I've got chicken thighs and I'm gonna soak them in buttermilk enough to fully submerge them. I'm also adding pickle juice because I really love what it does to the flavor. You want to give this a minimum of a few hours in the fridge. Overnight is even better. So I just do them in a container and I let those go in the fridge. Now the dredge you can also make in advance and just have it ready whenever you need it. So we've got all-purpose flour, we've got salt, I'm also adding white pepper, garlic, onion, paprika, got some Italian seasoning, some cayenne for the spice, and MSG, which I think is really important here. I'm gonna whisk that together and have that ready to go when the chicken is done brining, something you can do in advance. I love that. The waffle batter is very routine. It's all-purpose flour, a little bit of sugar, we've got baking powder and salt. Just gonna whisk those together and then get our wet together separately, which is whole milk. We've got some vegetable oil, vanilla, and eggs, and that is it. I just mix the wet separately, add them to the dry, and then that is your waffle batter. Very routine, but really reliable. You can keep this in the fridge for a couple days until you're ready to cook it. Each waffle iron is a little bit different, so just make them according to your waffle iron specific directions. I love my little flip waffle maker here. I can make 2 at a time. It's incredible. And just keep them warm in the oven. They'll stay nice and crispy while you make the rest of them. Now I'm just going to get our brined chicken in this dredge. You see why I like to make it in a container, because I can just put all of my chicken in there. Do not shake off any of that excess buttermilk. Keep it on there because you want the nice shaggy crust we're gonna get. Just shake the container up and it coats the chicken perfectly in all of this gorgeous flavor flour dredge. So once that's ready, we've got our oil heated to 325. We're doing 2 fries here. First one's about 5 minutes at a lower temp just to cook the chicken through. The chicken thighs don't take very long, only about 5 minutes. Then we're gonna raise that oil temperature to 350. Give these just about 2 more minutes until beautiful, deep, golden brown and crispy. I like the double fry method. That way you know the chicken is all the way cooked through, but you don't risk burning the gorgeous flour dredge that has all of that flavor. And this is exactly how you do that. You want to drain the chicken and season it right after it comes out of the oil. Now, I know in the park, this is just served on top of a Mickey waffle. I wanted to take this a step further and make an actual sandwich. So we've got our waffle, some maple syrup drizzled fried chicken, and I mean, come on, how good does that look? Amazing.
I love this because you can do it in advance. You can have the chicken brining overnight, you can make your waffle batter, have that in the fridge, or better yet, make your waffles one day, freeze them, and then just toast them up again before you're ready to serve them. So it's a lot less work right when you want to eat. I love the golden brown color on the chicken. It's so nice and crisp, and we know there's a lot of flavor because that dredge is very heavily seasoned, as it should be. And I have to admit, I was particularly excited about this one. Oh my God. First and foremost, that chicken is so tender, which is thanks to that buttermilk brine. The acidity in the buttermilk works on the chicken as it soaks, which is why the longer it soaks, the better it is. It really, really tenderizes it. That dredge, packed with flavor, perfect golden brown crunch on that, and that nice fluffy waffle. I mean, it's no wonder this is such a popular dish. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this, or if there is a favorite Disney dish of yours, let me know, and I will certainly add it to the list of things we're making for this series. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.